I'll give you the, how to do it. Okay, because there's a special way and a special number, but you put webstermuseum.org in there, and I think they come up. But there's also a number you can use, but anyway. Okay, so we'll get started. I'll let Ginny tell her story.
Wait, could you please take a picture of us?
Oh.
Thank you.
You get letters.
Kind of bossy, isn't she?
Yeah. If you know how.
Good
Jan, we
camera.
can put that picture in the Webster Herald.
They all wind up there, don't they?
Yeah, Ginny does, don't worry.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm gonna, when you do the scholarship with a scholarship presentation, you know, when you get the student and you, and say it's a Webster. I'm sorry. She's gonna present the scholarship winner, money from the Webster Museum at their event, and Schrader and Thomas. So I was telling her, take a picture, and so we have it in the newspaper. Anyway, thank you. Okay, I'll let her start.
Well, thank you so much, everyone, and it's such an honor and privilege to be here. I thank God every day as I get up and I realize that what, mission that He given me, the opportunity to help our community and help everybody that needed the voice. I'm honored, and again, I'm privileged to be the liaison for the museum and the liaison for the library. And I'm honored that, God gave me the opportunity to serve our community as the town councilwoman. Anyway, but today is not about me. I just wanted to share our story, how we escaped Vietnam, and how all the veterans, especially the Chapter 20 veterans, has helped my family escape Vietnam. So my heart and my family and most of the people, Vietnamese people I know, that we endure, and we so blessed to be in this wonderful country, to have a second chance in life. And anyway, I'm going to start my story. This is my mom and dad, and he was a major here, but when we left Vietnam, he was a lieutenant colonel, and within 2 months, if the communists didn't come in and invade us, he would have become a colonel in June. The paperwork and everything already arrived, but then the downfall of Saigon is April 29, 1925. I mean 1975, as you all know. 19 what?
75.
Yes, 1975. April 29, 1975. And I was saying, I would like to start out to thank all our veterans, and special thanks to Jan to coordinate this event, and all the Webster Museum volunteers, and everyone that come to support this event today. Deeply appreciated. My name is Ginny Nguyen. I'm the Webster Town Councilwoman. Webster has been my hometown for over 40 years. I raised my 2 boys here, and they both attended and graduated from this wonderful school, Webster. Now I would like to dedicate this show to a very special man that gave me life, my dad. April 29, 1975, the day that changed my family life forever. 50 years ago was the downfall of Saigon. With less than 1 day, my family, from being one of the wealthiest in Vietnam and prominent, we lost everything. And we have nothing, but that's okay. My father was an electrical engineer and a lieutenant colonel in the South Vietnamese Army, in the Green Beret specialist with the South Vietnamese Army, and he was fighting along with the American soldiers to help freedom and democracy. He did not want to live under a communist regime, so he had to leave his country. Otherwise, he would have stayed there and fought and died with his country. But because of his family, us, his wife and his children, he had to escape. We escaped during the downfall of Saigon. My dad took his ship, and it was it's called an open marine landing craft. That's the one that we escaped. we escaped through, it's called Bear River. It's one of the Saigon River. From there, we went down to one of the creek, one of the river that go lead out to the open sea, China Sea. My dad's ship was broken down in the middle of the ocean, and another boat saw us, and they needed food and protection. So they saw my dad's ship as a few soldiers that come along with us, and they have ammunition, machine guns. So they wanted for us to protect them and give them food. So they came over and we joined together. Every one of my dad's ship jumped over to the other ship in the middle of the night because my dad's ship was broken down. And if we don't do that, we're gonna get driven back to Vietnam, or the communists may catch us. So.
Ginny, what was your father's name?
My father's name is Đời Ginny Nguyen. Actually, it's Nguyen Chen Đời. It means life. Đời means life. Chen does mean honorable, and Nguyen is our last name. My brother was only 2 years old, and he was covered in a blanket. He almost got tossed over the ocean, but thanks God, because when everybody jumped over, we just, jump, and my aunt caught his foot, and so she saved him.
Wow.
We drifted a couple of days on the ocean, and because of the Operation Frequent Wind 1975, we got saved by one of the USS Okinawa or USS Hancock. We don't know which one. My sister is still doing research for that. We boarded the ship for a few days, and we landed on Subic Bay Island in the Philippines. And there we stayed for a few months, and we got transferred to Wake Island, and we stayed there for a couple more months, and we got transferred again to Little Rock, Arkansas. We were there for a few more months, and we finally got 7 individual families from Irondequoit Presbyterian Church to sponsor 7 people in my family to Rochester. My father chose to go to America because he knew we could do a new life here. He wanted to live in Rochester because he said Rochester has many good companies, so my family can start a new life again. And he was right. He said Kodak, Xerox, IBM, things like that. That's why he wanted to come here. He worked really hard to take care of his family. My dad worked 2 to 3, sometimes 4 jobs a day, a week, to help provide for his family. He worked at assembly line worker at Kodak in the morning, and at night he worked as a janitor for the schools. And he's an electrical engineer and lieutenant colonel, but he doesn't care. Pride doesn't pay, the bills, so he sacrificed his family. Then on a weekend, he worked at the people's houses to cut their lawns and clean up at the church on the weekend. My dad could have gone back to school, or he went back to the military to get back his rank. But he knew his priority was his family. He sacrificed himself for his family. And now, my family, we have doctors, engineers, pharmacists, naval officer, and even elected official in the family. My father always told his children, America is the greatest country in the world. Don't move anywhere. If anything happened to her, we stay here and we fight with her. Freedom is worth fighting for. My family owes our gratitude and great appreciation to all our veterans, our fallen heroes, and our military for their sacrifice. My son and I want to serve our community and to give back to the general acts that were given to us. Please say thank you when you see our Vietnam veterans and all the soldiers and men and women in uniform for their courageousness. Please be kind and be thankful for what you have. Appreciate and embrace for the future generations. Preserve our history as well, for that is what America is all about. And the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I felt compelled to give back to this wonderful country that has given me and my family so much opportunity to decide. I decided to serve in my town was the best way for me to become, town council. I was encouraged by my dad, and I felt moral obligation to serve, and I'm very thankful that my community have allowed me to, be their voice to help advocate, their agendas and whatever they wish is, that I could be as their servant is my duties. So, I because I didn't want to take so long, I wasn't so sure. But that's pretty much about the story of my, of my family lives. And
Tell us a little bit. Are you the oldest in your family?
yes, there are 5 of us,
Okay.
and
Yes,
I'm the oldest.
You can.
Oh, I got a little bit more. My sister made this for us before my dad passed away. My father is up in heaven right now looking down, and I'm just hoping I would make him proud. And this is my family. This is,
We'll pass the book around.
oh,
guys,
the
so you
first
can
year
see.
we just came to America.
Hmm.
So, as you can see, and, well, this is me. And my
How old
mom.
were you? How old were you?
I'm here.
So you went to school in Arundel Point School?
Yes. I don't think I went to Dayton Middle School there. or something. Well, because the thing is, when I came to this country, they test us, they make us take a test and everything. Unfortunately, my English was only third grade level, because that's how I learned, I learned French, English. I was speaking French, English in my country, because like I say, we're very privileged. All we do is go to school. And education, very important. So my English was on a 3rd grade level, but my math was a 7th grade level. So they got no idea what to put me. And my mom and dad, they're afraid if I was going to like high school or something, I would not be with my brother and sister at the same school as us. So they pushed me down. So, and so I could be with my brother and sister. So I went to Dayton Middle School.
Which
And then-
school was it?
Dayton Middle School, that's how they call it?
Yeah.
Middle school in Arundel Point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then then after that, I think we got, my dad, he worked really hard, and then we, oh wait, I'm sorry. When we first came here, we came to school, number 22 in the city. We went there first, and then my church, they said there's a program where we could go to, the suburban schools. So we went to Dayton Middle School for 1 year, and after that, my parents built the house, first out in Chi-Lai, and I moved to Chi-Lai, Chi-Lai, that's how I grew up. Yeah, that's why I
So
said
I
my
was
Italian
wondering-
friends.
Yeah.
Most of my
Go
friends.
back. Did they put you back? Oh, when we came from Poland, they put me back 2 years, because I was 9, I didn't know any English.
Oh,
Yeah, but we
that's what
learned
happened
within a year.
too, yeah.
Yeah, we
The-
learned.
They didn't have the program where they can, ESL or something like that.
Right.
So just to be safe, my mom said, but they want me to be with my brother and sisters.
How long before you became citizens?
7 years. We were so proud. Oh, we studied the whole year for it. When we found out that we could become American citizen, my father made sure we study every day, and we did it for like a whole year. And the day that we become American citizen, we went out to celebrate. For us, because we didn't have money, with Kentucky Fried Chicken. We went to Seneca.
That's a real American.
Yeah, to celebrate. That's okay, but you know what? Those were the best time because my family got closer. Because in Vietnam, we're very privileged, and my parents never around. They always attended, banquets. My father, he's in the, he was always in the war, so he's fighting the jungle. My mom's always, because they own a lot of properties, so she always go in places she never around. So when we came to this country, actually, my family grew stronger because we have more time with each other. Unfortunately, my dad doesn't have much time because he works so much, but he still managed to have time to teach it every day, make sure that we learn English, math, and everything.
Did he taught you English, or what?
Well, my mom actually taught me English, and my father taught me math, actually.
Because he was the engineer.
Yeah, he's an electrical engineer. Very good math. My mom, because in Vietnam, she had a proficiency as a 12th grade. She went to school, so she was a translator. When we were in camp and stuff, she volunteered, she helped translate. And even when we were on the ship with the American, people were sick, and my sister was sick, and they needed, translation. My translator, she was the one to help. So it's very, very smart lady, very entrepreneur.
I remember volunteering in Webster schools when students came, and because they didn't have ESL.
Yeah, so that's
It was
why.
very basic how to teach, English to them.
Yeah, but like I said, she was, she only 19 years old, and already she's an entrepreneur. She's taking care of all my grandmother's, properties. They own, from what I've been told, they own like a quarter of Saigon. Everywhere we go, oh, grandma owns this, oh, grandma owns that. Nice. So we always have chauffeur, maids, even bodyguard, because I'm not allowed to roam around. They got kidnapped. But anyway, this is what we came. This is our first year. We were living in 20 Darrow Street. And as you can see, we wearing our coat. It was like 70 degrees outside. My father made us wearing our coat because it's in Vietnam, it was considered winter. So we all wearing our coat. And when we were on the airplane, my sister met Pauline. She's a wonderful lady, and we, my sister did not speak English, but then afterwards she came over, talked to my mom, spoke to my mom, and my mom explained where we were, and she came up to visit her friend that lived here in Webster, believe it or not. Everything fell into place. So we become friends. But Pauline passed away too, she got cancer. It's very, very unfortunate. And as you can see, even though we were poor, and my father worked really hard, but he always managed to have family time with us. So when he have time, he take us down to Durant Park, so we can go sledding. So that's what it is. And then this one is, I believe it's one of my, as you can see, I was not happy. I don't know why. Because back then when I was little, my dad loved pictures, and he always take pictures, and I hated it, But now it's the opposite. I love pictures, right? Everybody who knows me knows that I love pictures. So we came here, and then, my brother was only like 3 years old, 4 years old here. And this is my sister, my other brother. He's a pharmacist, and she's an engineer, and she's a doctor. And he's like an architect, but he didn't want to become one, so he went an extra year to become a graphic designer, computer.
So do they all live around here?
No,
You're
I'm
sick?
the only one because I'm the oldest, and I'm not supposed to leave the house. I mean, I shouldn't say the house, the area. I'm sort of stay where my parents are. Yeah, it's our culture. So I'm the only one here. They all.
Mother's still living?
My mother's still living. Unfortunately, she's on vacation. Like I said, she liked to go have fun. She forgot about my event, unfortunately, so she apologized. She feel really bad. She wanted to cancel her vacation. She going down to Maine for 2 weeks. I said, nah, don't do it, just go, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great that she said.
Yeah, go, because my dad was sick for 12 years. He was back sick for 12 years. My dad never got sick. As you can see, you know, how handsome he is, how strong he is. And he always tell us, the only time you see me lay down is when I'm sick or I'm dead. And it's true. You know, even when he got a stroke and he still try to do something, but he can't. He got a stroke first, and then he went blind a year later. And then from then on, he died when he's only like 68 years old.
Oh,
Yeah. So, very, very young. And then, you know, all of us again, every Christmas, my dad makes sure we have a family taking together so that we can have, because he always say, picture worth 1,000 words, you know, and when we escape, some of these pictures you see here, and this one, were in his wallet. Because when the communists came in, my grandmother, my aunt, my uncle, they had to burn all my father's, not just my dad, but my mom and us, everybody, just like we have no history. We have, you know, it's gone because they don't wanted them to either blackmail or hurt people back there because they know we were here. So these pictures up here are from his wallet. He carried that with him. And this one, you know, with my mom. And then again, so these here, and then this one was at one of the people that sponsor my family backyard in Arundel. Her husband, they're German, guru. Her husband was a PhD, a teacher for RIT, and she used to have us come over, and they are one of the sponsors that sponsor my family. So there are 7 of us, so we need 7 people to sponsor us. And this is their backyard. And again, as you can see, you know, my father always tried to take us, you know, on, like I said, we don't have money. We go to like Seneca Zoo or something that, you know, open and is free, so we can enjoy it. And then this is their first car that I think the church, I forgot what it is. Pinto, is that how we call it? I'm surprised you remember. And then, like I said, this one right here, one thing about my dad, family vacation, very important. Whatever he could have time, you have to take, you know, family vacation. You have to drop everything. We go on family vacation. And our family vacation is not really that, you know, glamorous or anything. We go from here, we go to Canada to visit his, one of his colleagues, you know, from Vietnam that escaped and out there. And we stay there for a few days and then we drive back home. That's a family vacation, but we have to go, you know, so. And then this is when he first built their house in Chile, and it's all of us again out there. My dad holding my brother, and he was sleeping, my mom driving. She's very independent, my mother. She's not one of those Asian women like sit back and, because I'm nothing like her. I wish I could be a little bit. I'm more daddy girl, my father. So, but anyway, and this is them, you know, my parents. And I believe this one, when my sister graduated from, my sister, she went to Cornell, Harvard, and Johns Hopkins. Wow, every single one. So, yeah, she's a brain. She took all my brain. So, anyway, and, yep, that's when the, there. And then this is my youngest brother when he graduated from Syracuse University.
So you have 2 brothers and a sister?
I got 2 brothers, 2 sisters.
Oh, okay.
My middle sister, Julie, this one, she's went to UB. And my oldest brother, my brother next to me, they went to UB too. And she's a mechanical engineer and minor in statistics, mathematics. And anyway, this is us again at Darrow Street. And this is my brother's birthday. And then this is when my two boys and my nieces, right here. Michael and Richard is the one from the Naval Academy. And then this is my oldest son. He owns his own karate dojo as well, in Parenton. And he's a 5th degree black belt and he's a 4th degree black belt. So I'm very, very,
Oh, wow.
I get my own security guard.
What are their names? What are your boys?
Michael Nguyen and Richard Nguyen.
Okay.
And then this is our culture. As you can see, we're married. My brother wedding, and this is in California. This is when my father got sick already. He was blind. He had a stroke, but he was still, walking around. And this is my wedding. This is our culture. This is what we were wearing, before. And these are my brother and sister. They are my bridesmaids. And this is my youngest brother, Donnie. And this is my sister, Judy. And as you can see, all these trophies are my boys. They won at the karate tournaments. So, and anyway, I don't know. Let's see. And then this is us, my mom and dad. And it's my family again. And this is my cousin when she just got born. I mean, my niece. She just got born. And this is us. I love these pictures because we're all happy and everything. And it's ironic. That's the year when my dad told me that I'm going to be married. And I'm like, I don't have a boyfriend. How am I going to get married? And he's like, no, trust me. And it's true. 4 months later, I met my ex-husband and he proposed. And anyway, at my mom and dad again, at my sponsor's house. And this is my brother and sister. As, I don't know where this one is. So, but anyway, and this is my niece, and that's my brother-in-law. He's French-Canadian, Peter. Of all the son-in-law, my dad loved him the most. Because he's my dad was worried about the culture difference, but he's really, really nice man. Jin is nice too. He's Korean, and he's a retired FBI. They met at UB. He was my Julie. He was my other sister, TA. And then they met at my wedding, and then they got married too. After my dad said she had to become a doctor before she got married, so when the day she got her MD certification, they got married. And here's my grandfather. He's how do you say this? He's Vietnamese, but he's also French, dual citizenship. Every 6 months he stay in Vietnam, and every 6 months he stay in Paris. And we have chateaus, I call it, we don't call it houses. He said it's chateau, I said. And he spoke 7 languages fluently.
Wow.
My grandfather, my mother, father, also. But then this is us. But this is my family history. I could pass it around if you wanted to take a look. If you have any question.
Thank you.
So anyway, also too, Mark John is here. I forgot to mention. I'm sorry.
Ginny, tell them the story about, I asked Ginny, how do you learn how to speak English? And she goes, Banaza.
Oh, she
Now-
make fun of my accent all the
You know
time.
what Banaza is?
No.
That's Vietnamese for bonanza.
I know Bonanza. Well, we do have Bonanza, and then we have Batman and Robin. It's a show in Vietnam, but we have TV, in my family. But we kids, so we English, we were not fluent, so we're just watching the pictures, the action. But now we come here, and that's how we see it.
Tell them about the broken Christmas presents that came from Vietnam.
Oh, that was sad. I don't know. I'm gonna cry again. When we first came to this country, our culture, believe it or not, in Vietnam, we celebrate Noel every year. And this is gonna be like really funny and sound absurd, but I really believe in Santa Claus. And I was a teenager, you know, because we go to sleep, we have, you know, Christmas tree, really tall, it's like 30 feet, you know, people have, they have to like climb up the, what you call it, the ladders, yeah, to put the ornament and everything. So anyway, when we first come to this country, like I said, my dad, tradition is very important to him. He wanted to keep that, and even though we were poor, right now, I'm telling you the truth, when I look at Campbell soup or canned soup, I feel like, you know, because that's what we have to eat every day. You know, so, and now when I see that, I'm like, no, I don't, you know, I don't want it anymore. So when we came here, and it was Christmas time, my father, I don't know how he managed it, you know, we had the Berry, we would live in the city, 20 Darrow Street, you know, the church, they rent that house for my family. And then we opened the door, and I saw, my brother and sister saw like 2 bags of Star back then, like those brown bags from Star Grocery or yeah, Star Supermarket. And we look inside, we're like, oh wow, look at all these things, you know, what is it? My dad go, oh, I don't know, look inside to see what it is. Probably from Santa Claus. So we look inside, we go like, we pull it up, we go, you know why? Because the doll is missing arms. And the truck is missing what you call it, because these are donations from the church. Oh, we like, but what happened to the toys? You know, and my father, I saw him cry a few times. The day that when he had to take off his uniform, when they told him he cannot wear his uniform. The day that my mom had to go to work. And when he saw us back, tears was coming down. I go, what's wrong, Dad? He go, oh, nothing. Something in my eyes. You know, we were young, we don't know. But anyway, we were so fascinated with the toys, you know, we all like, and I asked my dad, you know, I go, what happened to the arm of the, I love Barbie, I love dolls. You know, in Vietnam, I have porcelain doll, and I didn't realize how expensive they are when I come here. And he had throwing them around, but in Vietnam, you want to play with them. And he goes, because Santa Claus traveled from Vietnam to America, it's such a long, how you say it, long ride, flight. So it's broken. But that's okay. Just be grateful that you got it. He traveled really far to get it for you guys. So we were having fun like that. Well, I know he was devastated. And I think that was the first Christmas. And then the next year, he managed somehow save up, and he get us actually toys and wrap it up and, you know, and give it outside. But that's something I never forget, you know. But it meant a lot, though. He taught us never to take anything for granted and appreciate whatever you have, and cherish, especially friends, people that care for you. That's important, you know. And always pull people up, never push them down.
Because a wise man.
Yes.
Every time, yes, because sometimes too, get the point where it gets to my nerves. But I listen to what he has to say, and I'm like, Dad, you're right. You know, come, and I have to take a breather and I, you know, listen to him. Because he's a very wise man.
Was he political at all?
Excuse me?
Political, voting and, you know, politics.
Well, like I said, I vote for how I feel is right for the community, and you know what best for the majority of the people.
No, I meant your father.
Oh, my dad?
Yeah.
Oh, he's how you get an officer. Another thing about me too that I try not to say, but mention it. My great uncle on my mother's side, which is my grandfather cousin, he's a prime minister in Vietnam.
Ooh.
But because of him, my grandparents got stuck back there. Because the day that we were supposed to leave the country, my grandfather called his house, and his personal secretary said, don't worry, don't listen to my dad, he's only a lieutenant colonel, he doesn't know anything. Saigon not falling down. My great uncle already left Vietnam already. All the big shots, they all gone. But my dad didn't want to leave because he don't want to be a traitor. He wanted to make sure to stay the end to help his country. Every other, like I said, all the high rank officials and everything, they all left. So, and that's why, so I don't really want it to say it, some people would be proud, oh, my great uncle is prime minister, but he didn't do anything to help my family, or help his country, he left.
So, Ginny, how did you come to run for the board?
To the town.
Webster Town Board?
Well, I always have a passion to give back to the community, to do something, but I need a platform, so if I come out and say, hi, I'm Ginny Nguyen, will you listen to me? Right? Especially with my accent, with being a minority, I don't think so. So if I see the opportunity for me to use that platform to advocate, to help my community with their agendas and their whatever, the views that people have that have not been heard. If I can be that person to have that voice, to elevate it, that's what I'm doing. I want to do something good to give back.
Thank you.
You too.
Ginny, I'm sure your dad is very proud of you.
I hope so. I don't know. He make it rain every single time. I'm like, Dad. People say when it's rained, it's blessing. So I say, okay.
Really?
Ginny, have you been back to Vietnam since you left, or a visit or anything?
I try not to remember that, but I did go back one time.
One time?
With my ex-husband. And because it was a culture again. My mother-in-law wouldn't want to come to this country unless my ex-husband would go back home and invite her to come here to visit. So my ex-husband wouldn't leave without me. So and my father was very upset the day that when I went to Vietnam. We were supposed to go there for like a week, but we ended up staying maybe like 3-4 days because it took 2 days to get there already. And then, and I couldn't stand it's not the same here. Maybe it's different now, but back then it was very dirty and everything. And also too, I still remember there was these 2 communists. Every day they would come over, and like, why? And my ex-husband would tell me like, don't say anything, like you don't know how to speak English. Vietnamese. Just when they speak to you, just speak English. So I said, okay. When they were asking where I'm from, what, something like that, try to find out a little bit more about me. And I just pretend I don't know how to speak Vietnamese. And that's, I still remember when my father said, I risked my life to bring you to America, and now you go back to,
It's scary.
Vietnam, even though they say that right now it's really nice, it's not as bad, even though it's still communist, but communist is communist.
Right.
Can't
That's
trust
right.
them. So, that's how I feel. No matter what they say, no matter what they do. Like I said, a zebra is a zebra, right? A cow is a cow. A pig is a pig. No matter how you disguise it, you would still be it. So, I rather my dad always say, why you give your money to some other country when this country has so much wonderful thing? You could spend the rest of your life in this country and go visit every single places until you die. And that's still not, enough that you can fulfill you. Why do you have to go someplace else? Give back the money to this country where I give it to you. Because that's how you always feel, And also too, if you are driving a foreigner car to come to visit him, you better not park in his driveway. He only allow American cars. He loved the Lincoln, and he loved Pontiac Mercedes. Yeah.
I have a question. Did you go to college?
Yes, I did. I went to MCC.
Oh.
Yeah.
What your major was? Doesn't matter.
I was a business administration, and I want to be a teacher, believe it or not, and I want to transfer my degree to Brockport. But at the time, my father said, I'm the oldest. He wanted me to like be a housewife, stay home, take care of the kids. And we don't want to be intimidate our cultures to Asian men. They don't like when you're too smart, put it that way. But again, it was back then. It's not now. And now may be different, you know. So he said, you're fine. You know, 2 years degree is good enough. You don't have to go on. And I think it's the reason why he said that. He doesn't want me to leave the house. Yeah. But then my sister, like, see ya. We got Ginny. Bye. You know, they go to, yeah, they both, one went to UB. My sister today, she went to UB. My father was so mad. And he's like, you leave the house, I'm not taking care of you. You know, she loved me. She's very Americanized and everything. My sister, Julie, she's a mechanical engineer. Yeah, she minored in statistics. She retired now, but she was, she worked for SAP as a sales director. So, and then my other sister saw this one go, and she go, oh, I'm going to Cornell. Yeah, and then she went to Harvard and then Johns Hopkins.
Nice.
And she's an anesthesiologist specialist. So, I'm, you know, I'm very proud of my family.
Yeah.
Anything?
Wonderful for your family, for
Yeah.
your mother and father to know that the children were able to accomplish so much.
Yeah, well, my father always say, people may not know where you come from, what you do, you know, your background, your history, but what you do right now, and what you can, you know, you carry yourself, and what you can influence, you know, and give back to the community, that your character will serve, and would let people know what kind of a background that you're coming from.
And look at how you honored your father, and now you're blessing all of us. I
Yeah.
mean, that's just, you know, I mean, you could be a doctor, but here you are, blessing us citizens, so thank you.
Well, thank you. Yeah, like I said, you know, I wish I could just hear it for one more day. I never, that's why I say right now, whoever, that they still have their parents with them, embrace them, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And,
Our mother,
because,
she's very
you know, once
good.
they're gone, you can never hear them back.
I
So,
just want you to know, I didn't ask you about the college, because I don't think the answer is college. I just wanted a background, because, you know, there's too much emphasis on college, like I went, I dropped out. Doesn't make you a better person, I think. Just
What-
gives you more money, but.
yeah, like I said, degree is nice,
Yeah.
and one thing about my father, talk about college,
Mhm.
and he's not really that nice either. Everybody who want to marry us girl have to have a 4 years degree. You don't have a 4 years degree, you can't marry
Oh, my
any of
God.
us girl. Good thing you have 4 years degree. So, but anyway, he's my brother-in-law, Peter, the one my dad loves the most. His parents, believe it or not, they are teachers. His father is the Robillard, very prominent family. He's a principal down at Disney School in Chennai, and his wife is a, you know, she's a teacher, PhD. The husband, the wife, got a master, but you know, they love their children. Whatever you want to do, you want to be happy, fine. Peter graduated high school, that's it, and he felt like he got a good job. And you want to marry my sister? My dad go, no. You have to have 4 years degree. So my sister got a 4 years degree, thinking that, oh yeah, now we can get married. He go, no, not you. Have to be the guy, not you, because no matter how high you are, you're gonna be a woman. You're gonna be home, take care of your family, right?
Mm.
So it's the man that has to be support the family. And my father always say, the woman is the foundation of the house, is helping, you know, solid, secure, but the man is the roof to cover all the storm and everything else. So you need both. You need both in the family. So that's how he's, you know, and so my brother-in-law went back to school and got his bachelor degree. I don't know what his major is, but now he worked for Lancaster, the one in Pennsylvania, as the assessor. And the day that he didn't even go to his graduation, because he got so excited, he got his degree, he graduating, he married my sister, I think that day. So he didn't go to it, they mailed his diploma, you know, to him, and he didn't go. He's like, no, I, you know,
I like
They
that.
met in high school.
Yeah.
Wow.
He graduated with me, but I was, believe it or not, I was really shy. I was the class shyest girl back then in high school. If you see me now, you see me back then, I'm like completely different. Like, who are you? You know, people who know me from high school, they're like, that's you? I go, yeah. I have to, you know, I like I say, I have to grow, you know, and I'm learning, I've become American.
So you graduated from
Gay
where?
Child High
Gay
School,
Child,
yeah,
okay.
and then MCC. So, anything else?
Does your mom live with you, Ginny?
No. She, that's what I'm saying, she and I, our personality, because she want me to be like her, and I don't want to be like she's very, very strong, very, very strong, and very, very entrepreneur, business, you know, like that. And she's living child life. She still lives in the house that, you know, my mom and dad built
Oh,
together.
nice.
But she travel a lot. And
How old is she?
I gotta think now. She's 82. But she's beautiful. I mean, if you see her, oh, I think she was here last time, was she?
I don't know, I've never seen her.
Oh, okay.
I met her.
I think she's been to one of the events. She's beautiful. I think I'm blessed to inherit her gene. She is beautiful.
Mhm.
So,
That's nice. Well, you're beautiful too.
Yes.
but like I say, as you can see, you know, she's, so anyway, anything else?
Ginny, tell everybody why the Vietnamese are the only Asians that eat bread.
Well, because we French, you know, well, the French colonized us for 100 years. And the Chinese, you know, dominated us for 1,000 years. So the Vietnamese, we're the only, you know, country in Southeast Asia that have eat French. Baguette, we call it. You know, yeah, French bread, you know, Vietnamese, and we have smoothie and stuff. You know, a lot of the crepe that the French have, we have in Vietnam too. We call happy cake, but actually, you know, bánh xèo. Anything else? Thank you for chiming in.
Do you cook at home like Vietnamese dishes or mostly?
I'm not a good cook. But I do cook sometimes like it's funny about me, I cannot cook certain, but like the specialty pho, you know, or I cook pho, right? What else?
Well, it's Vietnamese soup, but they were with this.
The
so they
Vietnamese, yeah, Vietnamese soup pho. If I don't know, you eat Vietnamese?
Yeah.
That's very, very popular. And I cook that, and I don't think it's good, but my children think it's the best.
It's spicy.
No, it's
No,
not.
not spicy.
No, you just add it on, you know. I don't eat spicy. I'm one of the few Asian that don't eat any spicy stuff. You know, I can't stand spicy food. So, and yeah, and, you know, things like that. And I can make plain cake, clam, right? They call it clam?
Pancake?
Flan?
P-L-A.
Flan?
Flan?
Flam.
Flam.
Yeah, it's French.
Yeah.
I can cook that,
Yum.
but, and very few. But I'm not, like I said, you know.
Ginny,
not a
tell
good
them the truth now. When you do the cooking, we say our prayers after we eat.
One thing though, one thing though, I cannot bake. That's one thing I have to admit. I remember I tried to bake some muffins for my father, you know, for his birthday or something. Oh my gosh, if you throw it on the ground, it's bouncing back up. I don't know what happened, but my dad, he loved me so much and he ate the whole thing. And then he told me too, he go, Ginny, if you ever love me, don't ever do that again. Because he make my brother and my sister each of them have to eat one. And they were crying because it was so hard. They said their teeth gonna fall off. So my dad said, fine, but he didn't throw it out, he ate everything. But he told me, he said, please, don't do it again. Okay. Oh, and one thing about the turkey, I gotta say this, when my dad, it's funny, my friends do remember it. When my father got the stroke, he couldn't do the cooking, you know, anymore. I said, well, I will take care of it for you, and stuff like that. So he said, okay, go get the turkey and I will show you how to do it. I was trying to be helpful, nice. I didn't know you sort of get a turkey. I bought a frozen turkey from Wegman. I'm trying to help him clean it, stick it in the oven,
When it's
and here's my
frozen?
dad come up, yeah, it's still frozen. I don't know. My dad come up and he like, where's the turkey? And did you let it thaw? I go, there's a thaw one? And he goes, yeah. What did you do? I go, well, I'm helping you. I put it in the oven for you already. And they're like, oh my God, turn everything off and take it out. He took it out and he go, well, right now it's like maybe 2 o'clock or something. He go, well, it's too late now. We don't have any turkey for this. I was crying. We didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Wegman was so nice. Called him up and explained to him the situation. The manager said, bring it back. We will take care of it for you. And that's the year where I realized that they have the turkey they are pre-cooked for us. And that's our tradition from then on. I order it. I bring it in, all 3 managers, I still remember standing right there and waiting to see who
Why
it was.
worry?
Yeah, and they go, are you the lady? She's going, well, yeah. And they go, give us a turkey. And then, here's the turkey that that is already been pre-cooked. Somebody didn't pick it up, you can have this one. Of course, not free, we can pay for it, but still. And they are laughing, they go, we just have to see who you are. And I don't know, I mean, my friends do remember about the turkeys. And my sister too, they go, don't ever ask her to do a turkey. So something that I remember. My father.
We've enjoyed your story.
Yeah.
This is great.
Thank you. If anybody wants to see the book, it's coming around.
You're a lovely lady.
Thank you. Do we have any question, anything?
Yeah, you mentioned you speak Vietnamese, some French.
French and English.
Anything else, or?
That's it. I try to learn
Still
Spanish
plenty.
and Italian, but I think right now it's just like too much, yeah. But my French, it gets me rusted too. I can hear, understand a little bit, but I cannot speak as fluent like I used to.
Yeah, I was really amazed at the new Pope when he could do like 3 or 4 languages.
We supposed to, because that's our culture.
No, I was just thinking, he does 5 languages, he speaks 5 fluently, and then he understands 2 more. So 7 languages, I can't even, no, I was just saying 5, and then 2 that he can read and understand, and I'm thinking, how can anybody, I mean, it's.
My grandfather speaks 7 languages.
So he did 7, yeah. I was thinking of the Pope when you were saying
We
that, and I
speak
thought,
French,
oh,
English, and 5 other dialogue from Chinese.
sure.
So when he's mad at us, he speaks French, so we got no idea. And then we know French, so he started to speak Chinese. But we don't hear what he got to say.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for saying.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.